The Nefesh energy. You are the one that's in control of your health. If you allow such things as the government with their approach to your health to solve it by telling you what you can and cannot eat without your understanding, that's one thing. If you wait for the church, which after umpteen years of going to church, I've never heard anyone discuss what is proper in terms of diet and what you could avoid if you did become a principled eater of a biblical approach. So they're not going to solve your problem. It's pretty much like on your own. And what I want to do is share with you the principles of good diet that will give you freedom, that will save you untold amounts of money, how to deal with the pain management issue that we have today, be it emotional, be it financial, be it physical, and this whole thing called anxiety and anger and the things it's developing. I want to share with you how your body works, how you can become so much more effective in terms of your own life, your family's life, your employment, whether you own or work for someone, your performance becomes breathtakingly good. That's our discussion. Steve Wilson, thenefeshenergy.com. So here we are in the middle of a pandemic. It happens to occur probably once or twice a year. Starting back with the Spanish flu in 1918, the number of people infected and died, 50 million deaths. 1937, the West Nile virus. You can go through there and you can see over the last 100 years the number of times that this country, our bodies, have been attacked with a virus every day. And it has been said, the studies show us that every cell in your body is attacked somewhere around 10,000 times a day to kill it. So the intent here is to kill the human body. And the thing that you can counter that with is with obviously a good immune system. And it's created correctly because as you work in a subclinical environment in your body, you're continually just kind of waffling between not feeling really good and not being sick enough not to work, but you affect your whole lifestyle and where you work at the same time. And as we go through this, how are you going to prepare for the oncoming viruses that are just around the corner? In fact, they're saying that we'll no more than finish the one we're living in, and you can look at another one in the fall, a little different variety. And do you think that they can really establish a vaccination that we know that only affects about 50% of the people that take on vaccinations? So suddenly you're looking at maybe taking charge of your own life. Look at the benefits to the job. If you could show up healthy, vibrant, and not dealing with the anxiety, the anger, the frustrations, the stress, all of those elements that causes your frequency in your body to function poorly. That's what we want to talk about, is how to make your business more productive by keeping everybody energized and healthy. If that's of interest, look at us at thenefesh.com. Steve Wilson. We're here, Steve Wilson from Grand Junction, my newfound friend Marcus Dupree from Denver. Marcus owns a television station called Sprakx, and we're doing some very interesting things with he and his compadre Skip Reeves. Mark had some very interesting effects from our product, and I'll just kind of let it go into your hands, Mark.
All right.
And you tell your story probably better than I can.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Wilson. I definitely appreciate it, and I'm honored to be on with you today. And I have a lot of medical issues, and like I had a stroke and kidney disease, heart disease, blood clots in both my lungs, both my legs, and I was going through a lot of health issues due to the way I was eating and things of that nature. And, I was introduced to your product by Skip Reeves, and he introduced me to the product and said, you need to start taking some of Dr. Wilson's products and see what it does for you. But you got to do it, consistently. So I bought the products online, and then it got delivered to me. I called Skip. I say, "It's here, man. It's here." I say, "I got it. It's the silver looking, package, right?" He's like, "Yeah, that's it." I was like, "Okay." He said, "Well, go ahead and start, making it with a shake or something like that." So I started doing that the first couple of days, mixed it in with shakes, some fruits and things of that nature. And then I started drinking. I said, "Man, this is all right with a shake." I was like, "This is pretty good." And I'm smoothie king anyway. I make some great smoothies, by the way. So, so I started doing that. And about 2 or 3 months down the line, I just recently had a doctor's appointment because I had to get checked up for my for the blood clots, because I had, I was on oxygen and everything because couldn't breathe, blood clots in both lungs, both legs. So I went to the doctor, and they did a checkup on that, and the doc said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because we can now take you off of Xarelto," which I was taking for the blood thinners for the blood clots, because my blood clots had cleared up in my lungs, blood clots had cleared up in my legs, and I was like, wow. So, I'm taking a look, I was like, man, what's going on? I was like, I've been taking this product that, you, of course, Dr. Wilson has had, and I've been taking it for these 3 months consistently every single day, doing my shakes, and sure enough, I'm free of the blood clots right now, so I definitely appreciate it, and your product does work.
Freedom is a pretty big thing.
Absolutely.
And you were kind of in bondage to a pretty narrow road you might have put yourself on.
Absolutely.
So if we were going to pursue this in terms of going to someone else and saying, you don't have to live this lifestyle.
Yep.
And I've been down this road, and I can guarantee you it's not a good one.
Oh, yeah.
It's just short road.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, very short.
So from here on out, did you know anything about nutrition to speak of and eating correctly, or were you just buying into the normal run-of-the-mill, this is all of it's the same and don't worry about it?
Yeah, it was a little bit, because it was a minimal. I mean, I tried some other supplements, some other well-known products, but things didn't work out with those particular companies and different products. Until I started really getting into what you had prescribed, or what Skip prescribed to me with your products, and that's when I started seeing a change. Because apparently you know what you're talking about, because there's
not many that can say that.
Yeah. Absolutely. So apparently you know exactly what you're talking about, because I did. After I got the product and started using it, Skip started sending me some of your videos and stuff, and I was looking at some of your videos and things that you talked about as far as health, and started knowing more about the body per se, and then started getting more interested in what you were doing. So that's why I told Skip, I gotta meet the doc. I gotta meet, and here you are.
well, here's a question. We never went over any of this stuff, but what you guys are doing with businessmen, do you think that there's a range of the business people that you know that would be interested in acquiring a level of knowledge and comfort that what they're doing is enhancing their ability to perform and increasing their ability as a body that's immune to some of the viruses that we walk around in? Increasing their performance of their employees. What do you think about that as a part of our package that we're talking to people about?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it would be essential to all businesses, mine included. What Skip does. Business people I know that are sponsors of the television network and the radio programs as well. Because I think that with what you do and what health and wellness all together, it just creates a mindset of that you can work better, you can be more productive if you're healthier, because I'm telling you, Doc, when I was doing like corporate America before I started this venture with Sprakx TV and everything, some stuff within the corporate aspects is very stressful on a day-to-day basis. And if you are already not eating right, not feeling well, coming to work, being stressed out at work, coming back home, and then you eating a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a good combination. You just completely stressing yourself completely out even further. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So with that said, have you seen a difference in your performance?
Oh yeah. When I'm taking your products, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely I have. Because, I'm more creative. I'm doing a lot more. I'm able to think a lot more because I'm starting to feel a lot better. I'm not stressed out no more. I was definitely worried about the blood clots because I couldn't breathe. I was on oxygen. I used to carry around an oxygen tank all the time. You know what I'm saying? I would have the oxygen and I would breathe around. I had this big old tank I had to carry around, just walk around everywhere with oxygen. I said, man, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Look at me walking around with an oxygen tank. You know what I'm saying? And then when Skip introduced me to the products, and I started taking those things consistently, it helped me to get off of that burden, because the burden was not only the oxygen tank, the burden was the health issues that I have as well.
Well, out of curiosity, how long did you have to listen to Skip before you decided to try it?
It took a while. I'll be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always skeptical of any new products or anything that you want to get yourself into, especially if you tried different stuff like I've tried different stuff. You know what I mean? But once I did finally get the products, and I did finally try it, and I did finally do exactly what you mentioned, exactly what you said, paid attention to it, consistently did it on a daily basis, now I can see the results. I ain't on the oxygen tank no more, Doc.
Well, Mark, just one other subject I'd really like to cover with you.
Yeah.
You're dealing with people that listen to this music.
Yeah.
Young people.
That's correct.
Do you think we could have some kind of an impact on these young folks to say, you could perform much better if you changed some of this fat? And do you think we could do that? Oh yeah,
I think it could be impactful to a lot of these young people especially that listen to the programs, that watch the television station and all. I think it'll be impactful because that's where it starts at when you're young. Because I've had high blood pressure and all that stuff since I was 17 years old. 17 years old, Doc.
And there's no reason for that.
There's no reason for that. Exactly. Especially when you can do something that is impactful in your life right now and start early.
So I want to come back in another couple of months.
Okay.
See you slim down a couple of pounds.
Absolutely.
And just walking on the water.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mark from Sprakx Television, I'm excited about this kind of thing because we are really introducing people to some fun areas of science, and it is understandable, isn't it?
That's correct.
Thank you so very much, Mark.
All right, thank you,
We're going
Doc.
to make this thing work.
Yes, sir. Thank you.